Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to tell you what's cracking reading. I'm having a giggle because some mornings you just get up and things just are very different to what they normally are. And it's been a very different day already and it's only 6 a.m. Okay, thank you so much for your beautiful comments, your donations, your gifts, your everything you do to support my channel, me. I love you all for that. All of you, every single one of you. So thank you. I love hearing your stories. That was the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. Whoa, someone's found out a truth here. Someone's been hit with the big one. But it will help you move forward, which is really good. I still, like I say, I'm very humbled by this whole experience. If you are interested in classes that I'm running, personal readings or donations, everything is in the box below, so you can check that out. At the moment, I've put an expression out for people who want coaching. I'm going to do just like a 6-week program for people who are having issues moving forward in their lives. This sort of coaching, you know, you can pay a lot of money for, but it's really important to me that I see people get back on their feet and get back to, you know, living their lives thoroughly. So I'm offering the program at $50 a session, but you have to commit to 6 sessions. But the 6 sessions isn't about how much money, it's about you making a change, and you need 6 sessions to really understand what changes you need to make. Because I'm a qualified life coach, I also have a degree in counselling, on top of social science, psychology, and a few other things. So I'm certified life coach as well. So what I do is I combine those skills to assist you moving forward. The difference with me, I have the star here, the difference really, I guess, with me is that I also have the spiritual side. So I'm able to understand the narcissist empath journey, and I'm also able to understand the psychological effects. So I use a combination of all of those skills in my coaching. If you are interested in that, and I have had some people write to me and say that they would like some information, just email me and I'll talk about your own situation. But basically what I do is I look at where you are, what sort of things you might need to look at in order to move forward, and then we'll start working at some goals and get you back on your feet again. All right, 8 of Cups, back on your feet again, walking away from things that don't serve you. Anyway, a bit of a blurb, let's get into your reading. All right, so we have the Knight of Pentacles coming through. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is the representative of the earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The Knight of Pentacles has some sort of message to bring. I have a feeling he may come out yesterday. A lot of the readings at the moment are about your life path, about career, about moving forward. Not so much in the personal readings, but these ones especially. That's why I did the career reading yesterday. A lot of people still pushing themselves on a path that doesn't fit or doesn't feel good to them or isn't right for them. We're all going through this transformation at the moment. It's about questioning, are you going in the right direction? And is this really what you want to do? So the Knight of Pentacles is a card that talks about a change, an offer for change. This can be in regards to your money, but it can also be in regards to your work or the type of work you want to do. But he's moving very slowly here. There's some sort of decision that you're trying to make here, but you're taking time out to really contemplate if you are sort of serving yourself in a way that's good, and are you serving the greater universe by doing what you're doing. It's a very spiritual card for me, this one, because it does, I mean, you can see obviously it's in some sort of church, and it sort of relates back to the knights when they went off to war. They would measure up for a coffin before they went, so that if they died, they didn't have to go through all that when they came back. They had somewhere to put to rest. So it's sort of a very spiritual, deep contemplation card. But it's also about healing. And you can see he's in this praying position here. So I feel like a lot of you are sort of looking back at things that perhaps haven't served you here with this Three of Swords and waiting for this clarity to come through. The Ten of Cups is behind here, so you have all your ducks in a row here. This is a happy families card. It's a beautiful card. So this is what you're looking for. Maybe for some of you, yeah, there's this feeling here that for some of you, this may be about love too. There's a bit of a love theme here as well, so however it applies. But there's some sort of offer coming in slowly. You could have been waiting for something here, waiting for, you know, something to come into somehow bring this cup for your Ten of Cups, because you're sort of waiting for this cup here. So there's the wish here, the Nine of Cups for the 10. So some of you waiting for love here. Yeah, manifestation, High Priestess. Okay, so whether this is love or career for you, what I feel is that you're wishing and trying to manifest something new to come in. So it may be that you have been very patient. It may be that you've been putting time into yourself. Obviously with the Four of Swords, this talks about meditation, taking time out, all those beautiful things. So it looks to me like you're doing the work that you need to do. And something is heading your way. It may be slow. And we're not, as human beings, the most patient of creatures. Not if you compare us to, you know, animals waiting in the wild for their lunch. So there's sort of this feeling here that you've been waiting for a very long time. But something is coming. Whether that's a change in your work situation or a change in your love situation, something is coming. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups coming through here. So the Three of Cups is a card that talks about, it can talk about reunion, family reunion, reunion of friends. It's a card of celebration and joy. Again, I'm looking here thinking this is sort of Halloween-y. So maybe that timing is really relevant for you here. All right, let's keep going with this and see where it's going. I'll just split this down a little bit. All right, there's the Nine of Cups. That's what I said. I can fill you with the Nine of Cups. So you've been busily filling your own cup here. So you've been definitely working on yourself. I have this feeling that you're sort of getting close to something here. But I feel with this Three of Cups, there's some sort of celebration for yourself. This is like really being happy with where you are in life. So it's sort of like you've got to this point here. Yeah, so you're planning for the future here. So waiting for your ships to come in. But very much this energy of feeling really where you need to be at the moment. Like you may not have achieved everything that you want, but you're certainly content with where you are. So maybe, yeah, there's a transformation card. Scorpio energy here. Oh, let's keep going. It's a really nice reading. I'm trying to work out what direction it's going in. So we have the Seven of Swords here. The Seven of Swords. No, we don't. We have the Two of Swords. How interesting. All right. So I've just said Seven of Swords, which is about, sometimes can be about betrayal. Sometimes can be, okay. So maybe some of you have healed yourself after some sort of betrayal, maybe healed yourself after a bad experience. You've gone through some sort of transformation here, but I feel like you're coming out the other side now. It's like you've sort of got everything where you need it to be. There's this change in you. There's a change in you coming through. I feel perhaps you're more in touch with who you were meant to be. There's really nice feeling here, almost like, you know, waking up one morning and thinking, it's the best you've ever felt. Like you really feel like you're in the right place at the moment. It's really nice feeling. Okay, so we have the King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here with the Star card, which jumped out at me on the way. I think that this decision card here, and the reason I saw that as the betrayal or the Seven of Swords, is because something has happened in your past that's, it may have been very, very difficult, and it may have been a hard situation to sort of work through. But I feel like you're feeling like that you've experienced those lessons now. It's like you've taken those things on board, and you really understand the direction you're going in. You haven't stayed in the victim mode, let's put it that way. So some people, when they've had a breakup, just go straight into the victim mentality and they get stuck there. It's like you've realized that you don't want to do that, and you've worked your way forward, and because of that you sort of have this feeling that you've woken up, you know, just recently, maybe will be in the next few days, where you're looking at your life and thinking, you know what, because of the work I've done, because of the lessons I've learned, look where I am, and I feel really great here. But then there's like this feeling that you want to make changes now because of that. The Star card here says to me that, you know, you're sort of understanding your alignment with your pathway now. You're sort of understanding why you're being led in the direction you're being led in. Okay, Page of Pentacles coming through. Some of you are going back to study here. Others of you are toying with the idea of studying, changing a job, or working more on yourself here, I think. I'm going to go back and have another look at this, because this reading is trying to have too many messages coming through, and it's really full on. And I don't want to be here for 3 hours. Okay, so something is changing. It looks like it's changing slowly, but it's giving you the time to work on yourself, to really understand where you want to go, who you want to be, what you want to do. I feel that you're almost to this stage here, and with this 9 of Cups sitting here, it's sort of like we're only waiting for 1 cup, and our life will be really set in the direction we want it to go in. And there's the cup. So there's some sort of love offer here for some of you. For others of you, this may be being given the opportunity to do something you love here. In these cards here, she's presenting the Knight with the cup. So it always gives rise to this whole idea of self-love as well. Maybe you want to offer love to someone, but maybe it's not anyone in particular. Maybe you're just ready now to have love in your life. I feel you've worked really, really hard, and you've been patient, and you're now manifesting what you want here. But what I love most of all is the High Priestess in this position, because she's telling me that above all else, you're starting to understand the connection between the life lessons, the changes you want to make, and your greater purpose, which is absolutely beautiful. I feel like some of you are sort of sitting on the fence here on which direction to go in now. And the thing is, once we decide we want to move forward, once we're healed and we're ready to go, I've got this great feeling in my stomach again of just anticipation. There's this feeling of, wanting to do everything at once, changing up your whole life. And it's not the easiest time to be able to do some of the things you want to do. Like me, I can't wait to go on holidays. I'm so devastated that I can't hop on a plane and go somewhere, which has been really hard for me. I think it's the longest I've ever gone without any sort of holiday, weekend away, a few days away. But to be honest with you, it's not a good time to travel. Okay, we have the Sun and the Queen of Swords hopping out here. So I feel like a lot of you are cutting through all of the stuff that's held you back. I feel that you're starting to move in the right direction towards your happiness here. All right. Let's just see why it's coming out. The Four of Swords coming out again with the Six of Swords and the Five of Cups. Beautiful with the Two of Cups. All right, I want to keep going. So I feel like a lot of you have got to this point here where you are really understanding what you want in your life, but in a good way. You're not just chasing love for love's sake. It's like you're starting to understand exactly what you want in your life. This rest that you're taking at the moment is helping you to move away from those things that no longer serve you. And I can see in the past you may have got a little bit stuck and sad on things, but you're not doing that now. You're starting to fuel yourself with the things that haven't worked in the past. There's this sort of feeling that you're using it like a springboard now. So maybe things that in the past made you unhappy, you're starting to put them in the past, and you're starting to use that energy to move forward. And you are bringing in love here. Because you're now vibrating where you need to be to attract the love you want to have. So for some of you, you may have had experience in the past where you were not bringing in the sort of love you wanted. Look at that, next card up, Ace of Cups. So I want to say to you, keep going with what you're doing. You really, generally the collective is really working their way through to having this happiness and this love that they're looking for. And that's what we're here for. We're here to be happy. We're not here to struggle through our lives with bad relationships, bad jobs, bad partners. I shouldn't say bad, because it's not bad. Let's say we're not here to struggle through life, just keep over-learning the lessons we're learning, keep cycling with these lessons. We're here to improve, to bring better things in for ourselves, to find our own happiness, our own true purpose. And a lot of us have been very stuck in relationships that haven't given us what we want. So there's a very strong feeling here that a lot of you are starting to really accept your intuition, follow your intuition, start looking at things that don't serve you any longer and moving forward. Beautiful, beautiful reading. I'm going to pull you a card from the Journey of Love here. It's really beautiful to see people understanding not to cling on to the past. Even if you've had a relationship that's ended poorly, you can't hang on to that relationship. If you've had a job you've had to walk away from because it's become quite toxic, you have to learn to just let things go really as quickly as you can. I mean, if you can get into meditation and really understanding your true purpose, those things move away much more quickly. But some of us tend to cling to things in hope that it will change. We're learning. All right, 59. 59, it just holds back your happiness. And the happiness is there for all of us to take. Okay. The Oracle brings guidance to take time out to smell the flowers, savor the pleasures of life, and renew your connection to the inner love. Your sensuality wants to come out and play. You're encouraged to explore scent, taste, touch, and feeling. You're encouraged to play with colour. What moves you? What brings you into connection with yourself in this moment again? It is the wholeness of divine self-connection in sacred space that will nourish you now. Isn't that a beautiful card to get? Being really self-focused, really pulling yourself into where you need to be and going after what you really want. I'm going to read the poem. Love should be given as it is received. On this day I grant you the love of 1,000 mountain streams and the pleasure of 100 bleats from a new baby fawn. For I too cry for love, and like the fawn I cry with the hunger of being alive. And on this day I cry for the happiness of giving and the warmth of receiving and the softness of your gentle touch. It is moments like these when I smile for the someone who will always care. Beautiful. Self-love. Have a great day.